Welcome to I Am Geek, the show for the geek in all of us, and this is episode 18. Hey, fellas, 18.
Woo, 18.
We can buy cigarettes now and vote.
Yeah.
Yep.
Legally an adult.
Woohoo!
Go in the
He
military.
gets pulled over for a parking ticket or anything. Yeah.
Get pulled over for a parking ticket?
I don't know. I don't know. My mind's lost. You got to go on without me tonight. Just go on. Just leave me for dead. It's over for me already. Just keep going. I reached 18 and
All downhill from here.
Just all downhill from here. Everything's just crashing.
Well, not only is it our 18th episode, but we reached the 500 listens mark this week, and I was super excited.
Ooh,
I don't know about you
I
guys.
was partially excited too. No, that's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, like I said, I did a Facebook Live about it, but I said, in the age that we live in, where people get millions of views on YouTube for one video, it's 500 listens. Doesn't sound like that much, but to me, it's I'm proud of it, and sometimes the little things add up to something greater, and so I'm looking forward to what's coming down the road. But yeah, so I'm excited. 500 listens. So if you have listened and are listening right now, thank you very much, and we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. If you haven't listened, then you probably aren't hearing this right now, so that's okay. But
especially listener number 378. Really enjoyed your listening. You did some great listening.
Just watch your mailbox. Yeah. You'll have something coming. Number 378.
Nice surprise for you, 378. Coming down the pipe.
It won't be coming from us. It'll probably be coming from some kind of supermarket, or
there's a 20% off of Bed Bath & Beyond thing coming right for you.
Also, you're going to get a thing with a key attached to it. Take it to that car dealership, and you may win a car.
You may want to go.
Yeah. Might just.
There you go.
Have you ever gotten those things in the mail?
Yeah.
And the keys look like they were like made out of like some random metal they had laying around. They're like flat with no grooves in them, and you're like, I bet this one is not going to open the car door. I can pretty much.
It's just to get you in the door or in the building to talk to you about other things they can give you.
Yep. Oh well.
Just jingling keys in front of your face.
Yeah.
Something shiny.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Well, I thought we would last episode, if you guys listened, we ended on a cliffhanger. Because we ran out of time. We ran out of time, and we were going to answer a question, but we ran out of time. So we're going to go ahead and answer that question at the start. We've all prepared our answers.
For the most part, we have. Yeah.
The question that we received from Facebook was, what movie gave you the biggest surprise, shock, or scare? So, who would like to go first?
I bet Katrin would.
Yeah, I've said mine before, so I hate to tell it again, but this one, it's the first thing I think of when I think of scare, and it shocked me and made me jump, was when we went to see Pee-wee's Big Adventure in the theater, and when they're talking about Large Marge in the truck, and she turns and the tongue comes out and the eyes and all that stuff, and my brother and I were so scared watching that. And when we got it on, when we recorded it off of HBO a long time ago on our VHS, we would rewind it and then push the slow-mo button and watch each part of the animation, and it was really creepy. But what's also funny about that, though, too, on that videotape, is the danger of a videotape is you can accidentally record over it, and somebody did record over like part of that scene, and I was like, come on.
Aww.
But that was the first one that comes to mind.
Have you ever noticed in that scene, the actress that played Large Marge, she does not blink the entire time.
Well, she's got these eyes that pop out. So
the actors did not blink for the entire scene, which is pretty cool.
Maybe she didn't have eyelids.
Maybe
Just has a
maybe
problem,
so.
and you're directing people at that problem, and you should celebrate it.
Well, I just thought it was very good acting on her part. But anyways, Chris, do you have yours, or do you want me to go ahead?
You go ahead. I'm still thinking. I get it. I get it. Just keep
Slow
going.
thinker. So
we're at a restaurant ordering food. You go ahead first.
okay, I'll go ahead. I've already looked at the menu and decided.
Yeah.
So mine, when I don't know how old I was. I was a kid. Went to somebody's house, and we had a
slumber party.
No, it wouldn't be called
Sleepover.
Sleepover.
Yeah, it was a slumber party. You had a slumber
Pumpkin party.
You're in your little jammies.
I was sleeping over at somebody else's house, and at that age, I had not really seen any horror movies yet. No scary movies. Hadn't seen anything really. And so I don't know how old I was. I couldn't remember. But he's like, hey, I got this movie that my parents rented. Let's watch it. And it's like, okay, what is it? And he had gotten it, and he brought it back to his bedroom. So he was fancy because he had a VCR in his bedroom.
Well.
And it was, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but it was Creepshow 2. And I was like, okay, let's watch it. So there's a Creepshow, if I remember correctly, which I haven't seen it since then because I'm not going to watch it again.
It sounds like a happy show.
Oh yeah, it was. I guess there's different stories within the movie.
Creeps.
Yeah, not
crepes.
No, it's not.
Not crepes.
Not a French movie. Not Creepshow.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a French documentary.
That happened. Creepshow happened another time in my childhood. We could talk about that sometime.
That's disturbing. Okay, go ahead.
Maybe we'll tell that story after this story. But Creepshow 2. So if I remember correctly, Creepshow was made up of different stories within the movie. So we'd go multiple stories, multiple vignettes or whatever you call it. And there was one that was, I pulled it up earlier. It was about this cigar store Indian. Which, if you remember those, like if you've been to Disney, they're on Main Street. You've seen one on Main Street. But stores that sold tobacco would have these Indians outside as advertisements, and that's why they were called cigar store Indians. Anyways, there was one of the stories was about this elderly couple that had this shop, and somebody broke in the shop, I believe, and killed the elderly couple. And then the cigar store Indian came to life and killed everybody else, I think, or something like that. And for some reason, when I was a kid, that was very disturbing to me. And so, it just disturbed me. And I can't really tell you why. I don't know if it's because the poor old couple got slaughtered or what, or if it was because this Indian came to life and killed everybody. I'm not sure.
It was the cigars. I think that's what.
Yeah.
But probably. But I've seen all kinds of scary movies now and been to all kinds of scary things, and nothing really scares me. But I still remember that first movie that freaked me out. So that would probably be Creepshow 2. That would be the one. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll never watch it again.
We watched Creepshow 1 over and over again, and they had all these the different episodes or little shows. And there was one show that was this guy had this house that was all white. Everything was clean. It was perfectly clean and white and all this. And all of a sudden, you see this cockroach come out of the sink or something like that. And then next thing you know, it's infesting the whole house, and they take over the guy and carry him off or something like that and kill him. It was just. It gives you the creepy crawlies, when you watch something like that, and it feels like they're all over you and you're scratching and getting them off of you. It was pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
Show was pretty freaky. Then there was the Twilight show, or Twilight Zone, rather, Twilight Zone. There was a movie that was similar. I don't know if it was before Creepshow or not, but it was the same idea.
Was it black and white?
It was not.
Okay.
It was color.
Because I think the original Twilight show was, I think, black and white.
It was black and white, but the movie was later.
The Twilight Zone, the movie, which like a story behind that, which is freaky. There was one like a section of that I forget the story, but it was like an older man and 2 kids, and they were trying to get away from something. There was a big helicopter. There was a big scene, and a helicopter was supposed to like fly over them, like fly down really close. And the director that directed that section didn't really care for safety measures very well, and the it was really windy. The helicopter kept going down, and it lost control and crashed on top of the old man and the 2 kids, and like severed the head off of one of them.
Oh my gosh!
And like it's crazy, and so there's a lot of like protection things in place these days because of that. That was like the big thing. So everyone went in and like for stunts and everything. There's a lot of safety measures now because of that. But that's creepy.
Did they keep that scene in the movie?
It is actually. I don't think like it crashed. I mean, you don't see them dying. But,
that's like those movies when I was younger. Cajun probably remembers them.
I know what you're
Faces
talking
of
about.
Death.
I never watched them. I never watched it,
I
but
never
everybody
did
at
either.
school did, and I was like, I
didn't
can't
watch
do it.
those.
I can't do it. You know.
Mm-mm.
I remember, wasn't there a story on one of those about some people eating puppies or something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just couldn't. Yeah.
I never watched them, but I remember people talking about it. I'm like, really? You're watching that? It's like
Falling out of planes, and I don't even.
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Could have been about something else, but that's what I remember.
Yeah. So, either Chris, you have your answer, or I could tell my crazy
so much
story.
Give me like a couple more hours.
Right.
No. Well, it's just everything scares me, so it's hard to pick.
This is true.
I'm very frightenable. Well, 2 weird random things, I guess, that freaked me out, scared me as a kid. I really don't know why per se. One of them, it was like an Alice in Wonderland movie or something, where she turned into a cake. Like I really don't remember what it was, but she turned into a cake, and people started like cutting into her and like sectioning off and eating the cake.
Okay, I'm looking it up.
I'm pretty sure it was Alice in Wonderland thing. Like it was either that or there was like in one of the National Lampoon's Vacation movies.
Oh well, yeah, that one she turns into.
Was that?
They're on the European one. They're on that game show,
Yeah.
the piggy thing, and she keeps eating and eating and eating in a dream.
Yeah, I remember
sequence.
that. But did she turn into a cake though?
I don't remember.
There was something like turn into a cake, and they started cutting it up, and that freaked me out as a kid.
Hold on, let's see.
I want to say it was an Alice in Wonderland thing.
Here's a Yahoo question. It was a Tom Petty music video.
Oh yeah. Here it is.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
And it was like an Alice in Wonderland theme or something.
Yeah, that was a
Yes.
good video.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a music video that freaked me out.
Yeah.
Tom Petty.
There was a lot of those that could freak you out.
Yeah.
Back then. Man.
That was the first CD that I ever bought. Was Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' Greatest Hits, I think.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Well,
Anyways.
I don't know, but yeah, that music video, I had like nightmares from that.
Huh.
The other
Interesting.
thing was random. It was a movie that I watched at my friend Jared Collinger's house. It was like a old, like a tale or something. Like somebody was telling like an old tale. This guy was in this like cabin, and there was like this creature that kept running around or something, and it was bugging him. And he caught it, but only got the tail of it, and he cut the tail off. And the creature ran off, and he took the tail. I forget what he did with the tail, but she's on the table, and they're cut into her.
I'm showing a GIF of the or GIF of the Alice in Wonderland cake. So that scares you?
That scares me. It's creepy. It's weird. Like they're
weird.
eating her.
It was a little weird. Yeah.
But anyway, so he cuts the tail off, and the creature runs off, and he goes to bed that night. And when he goes to bed, he starts hearing like all this like noise again, and then he hears something go, "Tailypo, Tailypo, what have you done with my Tailypo?"
Oh, no.
it's just like this creature's coming after him to get his tail, and for some reason he's calling it his Tailypo. I don't know why. But and then he's like in bed, and he's like scared to get up, and he hears it enter the room, and then you see it moving under the covers coming at him. And it ends with him like lifting up the covers and something like jumping out and grabbing him. And that story freaked me out.
This sounds like something that Jared Collinger would watch.
Yes, it does.
Or that like if he ever made a music video, this would be his music video.
I can see that. But yeah, it was just so creepy. It's just like this voice, Tailypo.
Put that on a t-shirt.
What have you done with my Tailypo? It was just like some backwoods story thing. It freaked me out, and it's like one of those things. It's like something's under the bed or something. And as a kid, you're like, creepy.
Can you make us a Tailypo t-shirt? We'll put it up on our spreadshirt.
Yeah, sure. Well, as long as it's not a copyrighted Tailypo. I don't know.
Just spell it different or something.
I was gonna say we need. Yeah, that's funny. Have you all ever seen? There's a French movie called Fantastic Planets. It's a cartoon. It's a really weird cartoon that I'd never seen before, but I watched these people watch it on a plane one time. They were sitting there watching it. I think they were hippies, and they were, I don't know, they were really into it. And it had French subtitles, so I could kind of see what was, or English subtitles rather. But I had to look it up to find out what it was, and it's called Fantastic Planet, and it is the weirdest thing. Oh, it's so weird. You have to watch it sometime just because you'll probably.
Is it a weird blue creature?
Yes, yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's weird.
Really freaky. So I suggest you watch it.
Yeah, Tailypo is an old folk tale from North America.
Tailypo.
It sounds like a dream. I don't believe it's a movie.
No, it's a real story.
That's so funny. It's a real story.
Oh, you've got to make a t-shirt for Tailypo.
Body was covered in black fur. It had big sharp claws.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at a picture right now. Anyways, okay.
All right. How do you spell that?
It is Tailypo.
Yeah, okay. It's like it sounds.
Yeah.
Cat like
Tailypo. I was watching a YouTube video. The Screen Junkies, ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They do a thing where they get celebrities on there and they basically debate different things. And they had one at this last Comic-Con where it was Kevin Smith, Elijah Wood, and then a guy from their YouTube channel. And they debated different questions like what movie could you erase from history, and what's the scariest. It sort of fits in with this. What's the scariest thing what movie scene you've ever seen? And the guy that works for Movie Junkies picked the shower scene from Psycho, which makes sense. And so everybody's like, "Oh yeah, that's a scary scene." And he's like, every time I get in the shower now, I'm wondering if somebody's going to stab me." and then Kevin Smith picked the scene from The Shining where he rounds the corner, the kid rounds the corner, and the two twins are standing there.
Okay.
Which is a freaky scene. Mm-hmm. He debated that you round corners all the time, so that's every time you round a corner, is there going to be some creepy twins in there? And then Elijah Woods goes, "I'm going to go a little different with you guys." He goes, I picked this movie, and I don't remember the name of the movie. Never heard of it. I think it was some French movie, black and white. And he goes, "I don't even know what the movie's about. I saw it in a video store, picked it up to watch it. Only watched like the first part of it. Couldn't watch the rest because it disturbed me so much." And basically they showed a clip of it, and it's like this out of focus black and white movie, and you see this guy sitting in a chair, and he's just stabbing himself with the knife, laughing. And Kevin Smith is just like, "What in the world?" Like the whole Comic-Con audience is like, "Why, Elijah?" Like you hear him say, "Why, Elijah? Why?" It was so weird. Anyways, yeah. So
Elijah Wood, messing with your mind.
yeah. But Kevin Smith I can't even talk. Just obliterated. That's a word.
Obliterated.
Obliterated. Yeah, obliterated. What movie would you erase from history? Like one of them picked Jaws 2, and gave him his reasons that it was the first sequel that it was just horrible, which is debatable. And then Elijah Wood picked the newest Willy Wonka movie with Johnny Depp.
Not bad. Come on.
Yeah, I think there's worse.
And then because they have to debate back and forth like who, and then the audience votes who's the winner. And so Kevin Smith said, "Well, I picked this movie," and he said the name, and I forget the name, which I shouldn't know the name because of history stuff. But it was the movie that the Nazis made for propaganda of the Nazi Party, and he just sits back and he goes, "Go ahead, debate. What are you gonna say? Nazi movie against Willy Wonka. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?"
And Willy Wonka won.
Yeah. And then the guy that picked Jaws 2 tried to debate him. He was like, "Well, if that movie wasn't made," and he's like, "Really? You're gonna be on the Nazi side right now?" It was pretty funny, but yeah, pretty funny stuff. Anyways, so Chris is scared by Tom Petty.
As you should be.
Katrin is terrified by Large Marge, and then I'm scared of some cigar store Indian. There we go. You've heard it here first.
There you go.
I think mine makes the most sense, but yes, okay.
Hey, cake is cake. I could go for some cake right now.
We should have a 500 listens cake. Did we have that?
I made a cake. But I didn't have anything to write 500 listens on it. But it was our blue. It was the I Am Geek blue. It was good.
But that wasn't for us. That was for your movie watching.
Oh, it just sort of happened all at the same time. I bought that because Grant was like, fish, fish, fish. And the icing had little fish stains you put in it. And then Sharknado 5 was on, which I watched it. I don't know if you guys got to see it.
I haven't watched it yet. I got it recorded.
Oh, my goodness. It's the most ridiculous movie you'll ever see. And you will laugh through the whole thing. It is, oh, my goodness. And there's going to be another one, I'm guessing, because the ending was just, like, so stupid. But, yeah, like the whole movie, I was just saying, this is so stupid, and laughing the whole time. It was so good. There's even a Hamilton reference in it, which is ridiculous. Yeah. So, yeah, it was. You got to watch it. Again, everybody's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Every actor that you haven't seen in a while is in it and dies in it.
You already thought they were dead. They're here, and we're killing them.
And what's his name? I can't believe it's not Butter Guy. Fabio. Fabio is the Pope. Fabio is the Pope in it.
Good casting.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. It was ridiculous. The guy from Saturday Night Live that played Mr. Peepers and the Mango.
Oh, Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan's in it with this like horrible British accent that's just like so ridiculous. But yes, it's more Sharknado fun. It just keeps getting worse and worse, but that makes it better and better. So, Katrin, if you want a good laugh, just watch Sharknado 5 and laugh.
But be sure to watch 1 through 4 so you know what's going on.
You don't even have to watch any of the other ones. I've only seen a couple of them. And,
I've seen them all.
Oh, it's so funny.
I celebrate the whole collection.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
There's a big Indiana Jones scene in it, and there's a big mutated ball of sharks that rolls around and in the ocean and stuff. It's just ridiculous. It's just so good.
It's funny. So those sharks, I mean, so they pull stuff from everywhere they can because they're making this the cheapest way possible, or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the sharks was created by Adam Ely, the guy
really?
that I went to high school with, and everything. He's in the movies. He does a bunch of stuff. He's one of those guys that like he's so good at everything you want to hate him, but he's just the nicest guy, so you can't hate him. But he's still just whatever he does, he's just perfect at. And and yeah, he made a 3D model of a shark, and they used his shark. I think after the second one or something, they started using it. It was one of the sharks. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's funny how easy it is to kill sharks in that movie, though. It's like, here comes a shark. I'm going to stick my arm up in the air with a machete and slice it completely in half as it flies by me. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then when a shark lands on somebody, they like explode. It's just, it's so ridiculous.
Well, they're heavy. They're heavy.
I guess. Yeah, but yeah, you'll like it. Everybody dies, so.
Oh, I will love it then. Yeah, sure.
As in all the movies, I think every movie, everybody dies, pretty much.
Pretty much so.
Not every movie.
No, Sharknado movie. Sharknado.
Oh, it's like,
Every movie
Every movie ever made.
Care Bears the
Somebody
movie,
dies.
everyone dies.
That's interesting. I don't think that.
No, every Sharknado movie, it's like the cast die, and then the next movie, they're like, "Oh, we're back. Here we are." Anyways, so that was Sharknado.
Oh.
Quite fun. Also, this week, more Last Jedi pictures came out. Ooh.
Oh.
Which they were some interesting pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them. We've got this new creature character called the Porg. Have you seen the Porgs?
So which was the Porg? Were the Porgs the little things?
Yeah,
or
they
the
look like
big elephant things?
They look like that.
Yeah, they look like little gerbils with giant eyes, like a cross between a gerbil and a penguin.
Yeah. And so there's one on the Millennium Falcon, which I don't understand. Because it's on there with Chewie. So I thought they were just going to be some creatures in the background, but I guess they're going to play a bigger role.
Yeah, well, they populate that planet. There's that they're on, or they're training.
Yeah.
The Last Jedi or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're cute little things. They'll be the Tribbles.
I guess. But they're gonna, I guess, leave the little planet island with Chewbacca, or at least one of them is.
I name it Han.
What?
They'll name it Han.
Oh,
be the little creature.
Maybe it is Han. Maybe he turned into one of those.
Ooh, could be. Like he died and then his body exploded into all those. I saw a theory actually. So when
I bet you're thinking the same one I am.
For when Han Solo died. Spoiler.
Yeah. What?
They're talking back and forth, him and his son, and his son is like, I need you to help me.
I saw that.
Thing. And they're saying that Han Solo actually turned on the lightsaber and killed himself, so his son wouldn't fully go dark side.
Yep.
So he still had some light remaining in him.
I sort of like it a little bit.
I think it could work.
Yeah.
I think it could work. I don't mind it. I think it could be cool if they do a flashback or something.
Yeah. Probably won't, but it's sort of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's a nice theory. I like it. I like some good theories.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Have you seen the movie, Katrin?
What movie? Of course I've seen the movie. What? At least 2 times in the theater.
It's on repeat here. We just have one TV that we have. It's just dedicated to Force Awakens, and it just goes over and over again.
Over and over again?
No, not really. So there's some other creatures. The flying nuns.
Yeah, the hippo nuns.
The Achto, amphibious creatures.
Sure, that's how you say it.
Alien nuns, yeah, a religious order faithful to the Force, who tend to the ancient Jedi structures on Extol.
They're doing laundry for Luke.
They look like weird, like turtle, like really large turtle heads to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
pretty weird. So you got the porgs, you got the weird flying nun creatures, and then you have the cool picture of the. I'm going to mispronounce this. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. It's like I've mispronounced everything else.
Say it. With confidence.
Praetorian Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it. Good job.
Yeah.
The red guys. Praetorian.
The red guys.
Yeah.
Red guys. The new red guys that look like they
Praetorian.
actually do something.
Yeah.
They look cool. I hope they actually do something and not just like the royal guards that just stand there in the movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
They look like they're doing something. So.
Like in the comics and stuff, those guys will do stuff.
Oh yeah, they do crazy stuff.
But yeah, in the movie they just stand around and walk away.
Yeah. I saw a thing that basically a picture of the it's got the royal guards and then the ones before them that were all in blue for the Senate. I forget what they were called.
Oh yeah.
So you got
they were like feathered
Yeah.
things on the top though.
So basically, it has them and then the royal guards and then these guys side by side, and it was describing how the thought process was that the originals were based on Roman centurions, and then
Centurion.
yeah, centurions, and then these were the newest ones are goes from there to samurai. So these are based on like samurai warriors.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool.
They look cool.
Yeah.
I hope they do some fighting or something.
I hope it's not one of those random characters that they come out for a toy with, and then you see them like in passing in the movie. It's like, oh, there they are.
It's like that one in Force Awakens. Those one guys that had the red helmet.
Yeah, they were
the
so
circle
cool.
on their face. They looked really cool, and they're like, oh, 2 seconds, and then they're off screen.
That was like one of the release toys. So when they came out with the toys for the Black Series for the movie, that was like one of the first ones they released, and everybody got really excited. And then you saw the movie, and it's like, oh.
Like they do the coolest designs for the throwaway characters.
Yeah. One of those toys that they came out with for the pre-release wasn't even in the movie. It got cut from the movie.
I saw that. It had like a Japanese like, straw hat type thing.
Yeah. So those are the coolest pictures. There's a couple more. Kylo Ren in retreat.
Kylo Ren looking
Finn and Rose.
emo.
Yeah. Oh, there's Kylo Ren's new Starfighter, which looks pretty cool.
Well, I think I saw that one.
Yeah, it sort of looks like an interceptor. Where'd it go?
Like that's not that.
See it?
Okay, so it's like a TIE fighter, like a
it's like a TIE fighter, sort of a.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only ones that are good. Oh, there's the one with Finn and Rose on a mission to Canto Bight.
Does Canto bite?
I don't know. Does he?
I don't know. I guess they'll answer that in the movie.
And then there's one that's Rey and Luke standing off, looking at each other. And people speculated that under her robe there was a lightsaber, but it's not. It's just her blaster.
I just want all their scenes. It's just them staring at each other the whole time. It's just them staring at each other. Her handing him things, and that's it.
I saw a video the other day about Luke's green lightsaber, about when he constructed it. That the Emperor had destroyed all the kyber crystals. And that he had to use a one that the Emperor manufactured. He had to steal a crystal from the Empire that the Emperor had made in some machine. And so it was originally red, and so he had to use the light side of the Force to put light power of the Force in it, and it took several months or whatever to change it to the green color. I don't know.
So he had to use like the Walmart version.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's not like Rice Krispies. It's like Rice Scrappies.
Yeah, I don't know. That was one thing that I think it was in a comic book or something. The other popular theory is that he found Qui-Gon's lightsaber and used the crystal from that. I like that one better, but whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anywho, so that's I'm excited. Hopefully the Last Jedi. The world is still here, and we get to see it in theaters in December. I'm ready. So we'll see what happens.
Yes.
We just got to get through this solar eclipse and threat of nuclear war, and then we'll get to see it. So
yeah, no problem. And the director said like there's more stuff coming out, but don't look at it.
Don't look at it. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard not to look at it.
Yeah, you can't look at anything else now. You're done.
Yeah,
you're cut off from Star Wars.
I did get a free Last Jedi theatrical poster that's coming to me in the mail.
Oh, you got something free?
Well, not really. Technically,
something
not.
Was sent to you,
No.
To you for free?
Not really. So here's how I got it. I was on Facebook. I'm part of some group on Facebook. I forget which one it was. I think it's the Skywalking Through Neverland podcast group. And somebody posted, "Hey, the Disney Movie Rewards right now has the Last Jedi theatrical poster for 750 points." And I looked, and it's like one of the big, like you would see at the theater posters.
Yeah, like movie poster.
And I was like, oh gosh, I want this. I wonder if we have any points. So I go on our thing. I haven't been on that thing in years. The movie rewards thing. Of course, there's 0 points on there, and I'm like, oh no. And then I'm like, wait a second, we got all these Disney movies laying around here. So I started scrounging through all these old Disney movies and found like all these points in there to them in, and there was like 950 points. And I'm like, yes. So I redeemed my 750 points of the 950 or 20 and got the poster. So it's on the way. Yeah. I never thought every time we got a Disney movie, like, because it's like my wife's mom would like get us Disney movies like every Christmas, and they would just sit on the shelf, and I would see all these Disney things, and I'm like, does anybody ever like get anything with these reward points, or do you have to get like 1 million of them to actually get something? Ooh, what did you get, Katrin?
We got luggage tags.
Oh,
they're cool. So we have a Mickey shoe, a Goofy hat, a mini bow, and just the generic Mickey. It's blue with the castle on or whatever. It says Disney World. But there's a whole set of them that we got, and we put them on all our bags. So they're awesome because they kind of stand out. So yeah, and then we've gotten stickers. I think we had a bunch, but and that one didn't cost that much, I don't think. But we've been pretty regular at trying to get stuff with them. But I've got 300 or 400 right now that I'm just like, hey, because it's kind of weird now. They've got all these movies you can buy, or you get discounts on movies.
Yeah,
to buy them, and it's like, no, give me free stuff. I don't want discount.
Well, there might be some stuff on there you can get with your thing.
Yeah, there's a few things. I mean, it's like stickers or something, but I was like, more luggage tags or something like cool like that.
Most of the Disney movies that we had here didn't have the movie rewards on them, and I was like, well, that's a bummer. There's only like certain ones, but it's good because it's like the DVDs you get like 100 points, the Blu-rays you get like 200 to 250 points. But the prizes on there are pretty. Some of them are ridiculous. Like for like a ton of points, you can get a VIP tour of Walt Disney Studios or something.
The world.
And like people were commenting on that post about the poster. Oh, I'm this close to getting that VIP experience, and I'm like, are you serious?
Still buy movies?
Wow.
Must
have bought a lot of movies.
Jeez.
They probably own the Disney Vault. It's like the vault is here.
We joined the Disney Movie Club just to get a handful of free movies, and we had to buy a few at full price, of course.
Yeah.
And there were ones we were going to buy, like we got Force Awakens that way, and then something else. But we got a lot of movies, and then we got the codes and all that. But
cool.
Yeah.
I just buy everything on iTunes now, so.
You don't get codes.
No codes that way. I was surprised that I had enough to get the poster. I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Great.
So I'm gonna put it up in my Star Wars room when it gets here.
I'll get an email every now and then from that Disney Rewards guy. I guess I did it at some point. It's like, you need to log in. Your rewards are going to expire. I'm like, you've sent this to me like 5 times, and apparently they haven't expired yet. So
Yeah, that's right.
That's sort of dumb if they make them expire. It's like
Because it's incentive. I don't know.
But gosh, you'd have to spend a lot of money to get that VIP thing at once.
It's like you have to log in every so often.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it'll expire.
Because you'd have to go to like Best Buy and like, where's your Disney section? All of the movies, give them to me. I'm buying them all right now. So speaking of Disney and movies, I'm gonna
segue.
Ooh, nice segue.
Thank you. I'm gonna get on my soapbox here for a second. Disney announced this week. I guess Bob Iger announced this week.
Iger.
I know that Disney is leaving Netflix to start their own subscription-based streaming service. And I am upset. That's one thing that I've loved about Netflix, that Disney made a deal with them. So that means all Disney movies, TV shows, Star Wars, Marvel, except for maybe the Marvel shows.
Yeah.
For now, at least. For now, at least, they're still. It's like basically the shows that are the Netflix shows.
Yeah.
Right. Like Daredevil, all those.
But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., stuff like that will be gone.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So they're all going away by 2019. Now I don't know if it's going to be, if they're going to slowly start taking stuff off, or if it's just going to be 2019, everything gone at once. I don't know.
They'll probably quit adding them.
Yeah, they'll stop adding them, and they'll like every month, like Netflix kind of changes stuff up. Right. So I'm sure it'll trickle out a little bit.
I'm very upset with this.
Yeah, I just think it's stupid.
Oh well, it's just here it is. I get it. You're a company. You're a business. Basically, you're about making money, and they're seeing, hey, if we take all of our stuff and did our own thing, then we can make 100% of the money instead of this percentage that we're getting from Netflix. But here's the thing, because they're also making their own ESPN subscription service separate from that.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason that I like Netflix and I like stuff like that is because it's gotten you where you can cut the cord of cable if you want to. So you can watch your shows on Hulu, or you can watch your movies on Netflix or Amazon Prime. But the way it's going is we're going to have another cable debacle. It's just going to be a subscription debacle, because if you have a normal-sized family, most of the time they like different things. So somebody likes sports, somebody likes cartoons if you got kids, somebody likes certain TV shows. So technically you could have a family that subscribes to Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, ESPN, and Disney to get everything that they want.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget DC Comics. They're doing their own subscription station too.
CBS is doing their own subscription service for like the new Star Trek show is only going to be on their subscription service, not going to be on cable. So if you want to watch their new Star Trek series, you've got to sign up for their subscription service. So it's just YouTube's doing the same thing. YouTube Red, they're doing shows that you can only see if you subscribe, which the Rhett and Link buddy system is a big one on there that I'd like to see, but I'm not going to pay a monthly thing to see it.
Kings of Atlantis is on there.
Yeah.
I animated on that. I'm part of the problem.
You're part of the
problem. My thing with Disney is that, like, with the movies and everything, like the ones that I want to see, like Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, I'm already buying those, like on iTunes and everything. So why am I going to pay a subscription to watch all those when I already have them all? Yeah. I guess they're going to come up with some original content to put on there, but they'll probably like also sell those as well.
Yeah, so, I think there's a decline in people buying. Not for everybody, but a decline in people buying discs. So they're thinking by 2019, everybody's going to be streaming or getting stuff online, and the decline in disc buying is going to go down. So, but I don't, still like Moana is on. We don't own Moana because it's on Netflix, and Grant like watches it like once a day at least, which is it's good. I like it better than Frozen. The music, anyways. So it's pretty fun. I don't mind it. But he watches it every day. Now, when it goes off Netflix, it means if he still wants to watch it, that means I'm going to have to buy it, which I don't want to buy it. But so yeah, it's just crazy. The only thing that would make sense to me for Disney to have their own subscription service, A, if they're going to make shows for it. B is if they take their Disney vault, the magical vault that is somewhere inside of a mountain, and put it all on their streaming service, where you can watch all the old movies, you can watch all the old TV shows from the Disney Channel, you can watch even the old Mickey Mouse Club, you can watch all the old movies, live action, cartoons, animation, and they had it all on there, and you subscribe to it. Then I'd be like, okay, that's sort of cool. Yeah. But they're not going to do that.
They should just call it Disney's Vault.
Yeah. But they'll do it. They'll put out certain things at certain times, and they won't put everything out.
Yeah. Well, no, they'll want to keep updating it, so they don't want to put everything out at the same time. So they'll take stuff down and they'll put it up. It'll it'll be exactly like Netflix.
Yeah. And so I mean, I don't know. I sort of feel bad for Netflix because, they make a lot of money, but that's going to be a big chunk of their programming gone.
Yeah, they just bought what was it, Mark Miller? The guy did a Kick-Ass and
whoa!
Kick Booty. That movie, like he's a comic book writer. They just bought like his world basically. They just bought all his stuff to add to their ever growing stuff. But I think Netflix will be fine.
Yeah, it just stinks.
It's annoying because it's that thing like, well, I want to watch this and this and this, and it's like and like HBO and all those, and so you kind of have to buy a whole bunch of them if you want to watch everything you want to watch.
Yeah, I wonder if they still like, because they still have their disc service part of it where you can basically get. I don't have it, but they still have it. I wonder if you'll be able to get Disney movies on that part of it, or if they'll all be gone from that part too.
It'll all be gone.
Yeah,
probably all gone.
Yeah, I don't think it will. The only way it can make it is if it has original content and they bring back tons of old stuff, like you said. Otherwise, I just don't see people shelling that much, the extra money for that, unless they're not doing these other services. But still, it's like, I don't know, it's weird.
People that don't have cable will probably go for it. People that do have cable, I don't think they will.
See, we don't have cable, and I don't see us doing it. We have enough movies. I mean, we'll buy movies, and because most kids just watch the same thing over and over again. But I don't know. Moana. But it will be interesting though, because there are a lot of things that we do watch on Netflix that will be gone. Yeah. So I don't know if that will change if we just get rid of it. We don't have Hulu. We do have on Amazon Prime, but we don't watch anything on it. It's just we get it for the shipping because we buy stuff once a week, I think, from that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But ESPN's a big thing. It's all cord cutters that are into sports. I guess that's been the biggest thing is like, how do I watch sports? And the reason why some people haven't cut the cord because it's hard to watch it. Yeah. So that is a pretty big thing. As long as it's affordable, it would be something that I would pay for. Most of these are $8 a month is what it ends up being, and you just kind of have to. The goal is to stay under that $150 you're paying for the cable. We're paying $80, I think, for our internet connection. So, and then $8 for Netflix, $8 it can add up, but I think you can still.
Right now, we do have cable just because since we moved into this new neighborhood, new house, it's like you can get internet, but it's going to cost the same amount as getting internet and cable. So we're like, Well, for now, we'll just have cable because why are we going to pay the same amount just for internet? So when that expires, we'll see what happens. But right now, it's like, well, we're just going to keep it because why not have it?
It's funny whenever we go to somebody's house and Charlie wants to watch, my son wants to watch something. He's like, let's turn on this. I'm like, they don't have on demand here. It's like they don't have it's whatever. Because we have the Disney Junior app and all that we log into with somebody else. But
I'll cut that out.
No, I don't care. I mean, whatever. But so the kids are used to that. They're used to YouTube. Yeah. They're used to Netflix, and so it's hard for kids to watch cable. I guess probably.
Well, we are the cool thing. It's cool, but it's just like shows you where we are in our times. Our remote that comes with our cable, you can talk to it and just say, "I want to watch this," and it'll be like, "Okay, here you go." So like my son will like pick up the remote and be like, start talking into it. And it just goes, I don't understand. But like you have Netflix, like
very juicy.
Yeah, like Xfinity has Netflix on their thing, and so you just go Netflix, and Netflix pops up.
Yeah.
And or if you like say Disney Channel, it'll just take you right to it and stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, Wall-E is coming true. We're all going to be like the people in Wall-E.
Yeah,
in our chairs.
We're there already.
Yeah.
We got the Apple TV, and you can just talk into that remote.
Yeah.
We buy all our movies on iTunes, so.
Yeah. I only really buy movies anymore if I have like one of those Target discounts, $10 off, or come get a free movie. They were doing that for a while. If you have like the red card and the cartwheel thing,
that's going away. The cartwheel thing's going away.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love cartwheel.
Saw that the other day. Yeah, the other day.
Oh man!
All the good stuff's going away.
Why is it going away? Did they say?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember seeing that somebody was crying about. Some woman.
I'm gonna cry about it now. I'm like housewife with the cartwheel. I'm like, ooh, what deals can I get? I used it today. Oh, my life is getting turned upside down.
Can't get your Mountain Dew anymore now.
He doesn't drink Mountain Dew anymore.
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't drink at all Mountain Dew. You don't have one right now with
just
you.
Every once in a while.
He's drinking his Mountain Dew, folks.
Yeah. Hey, we don't like buy it for the house anymore, but we were out and I got one. Oh well. Sometimes screaming toddlers will do that to you.
You gotta splurge every once in a while. Everything in moderation is okay. Probably except for Mountain Dew.
Yeah, except for poison.
And poison. Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. Yeah.
It's the same thing. So yeah.
Oh well, the world's gonna end soon anyways. Probably the way it's going.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. So the other day, speaking of poison or whatever, I looked over. I about stepped on something by the front door, and I looked down. I was like, "What is that?" It was a black widow spider, and I was just like, "Oh, welcome to Texas." It was dead though, so I was like, "Well, at least it's dead."
But, we had one in a trash can outside, and hadn't cleaned it out in a while. It was one out by the back patio, and I saw it in there. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So I started spraying bug spray all over it, and it was just like,
whatever,
whatever, dude. So I had
nothing to me.
Yeah, figured out some way to squish it with something.
Baseball bat.
We have those electric fly swatters.
Yeah,
they look like
a tennis racket.
Like a tennis racket, and they just send an electrical charge through it and you zap them.
Those are fun to zap people with.
Yeah, we had one in college. Everybody had to give it a try. I don't think I ever tried it. I was like, no, that's stupid.
It's not bad. I've tried it. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I did swat a fly with one of those once, and the fly, like, when it died, like electrocuted or whatever, all these maggots started pouring out of it. It was disgusting.
Oh.
It was so gross.
We had a hornet flying around us one time, and it landed on the concrete, and I was a little too eager in swatting it. And you don't really swat with those things.
No.
You just basically press it up against it. But I was trying to get it really quickly before it started flying around again, and I just shattered the the electric fly swatter. A little too eager with it.
Yeah.
Funny. Yeah, you know, before I had kids and dogs, I would be like snakes and spiders and stuff. I'm like, I'm not going near that. But now it's just like, oh, you're in my house. Oh, you're dead now. And now I'm just like chase after them and kill them. So
We have lizards outside of our house, right outside our garage door, and it'll come in and it'll come into the corner and goes inside the wall, I guess, which is fine. It's eating bugs probably or something. I don't know. And but it's so funny because it'll jump out and you're not expecting. You're just like, oh, you know, because it's a big lizard. And one day we saw it had gotten underneath the wheel apparently of the car, and it's flat as a pancake, you know. So, but then another one appeared. We're like, really? Come on.
Lizards are nice. In Florida, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
We got those creatures that run around here that just like that start talking like Tailypo, Tailypo. Like they're hard to get rid of. They're creepy. They're so scary. Yeah.
Oh man, Whew, fun times. So on our Twitter this last week, I posted a thing about what superpower would, if you had to choose, and it was Batman's. I'm going to have to look it up now. I just forgot what it was.
Suit.
Batman's suit and technology.
Yeah, which is what
Spider-Man's webs. Deadshot's weapons and accuracy. Flash's speed. Wonder Woman's lasso. Darth Vader's force. Green Lantern's ring. Thor's hammer. And Superman's flying ability.
Ooh. So before we reveal, I thought we would say which one we would pick. Let's guess which ones each other would pick. How about that?
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so let's start with Katrin. Let's. What would my brother? What would my brother pick? What would Chris pick?
What would I pick?
You get. Let's figure this out. I think he would probably. I know what I would pick.
He's a big Spider-Man fan.
Yeah, but I think he's going to think overall, like what's going to do biggest bang for the buck. I'm going to guess that
Vader's farts.
Darth Vader's farts?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, no, it's force. Sorry, farts. No.
Farce. May the farce be with
Darth Vader's farts.
I think Chris would pick the ring, Green Lantern's ring.
Green Lantern's ring. Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I think that would be my. What would you guess pick, Katrin?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
He's standing up and leaving.
Okay, so that's what. Okay, Chris, what do you think Katrin would pick?
Katrin? Well, he did say, but actually, you wrote. I forget what you put. So.
Batman. He's gonna pick.
Yeah, I put Batman.
That's what I would have guessed. Batman.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't understand the other superheroes at all.
This is partially true.
Who are these people?
It's not totally false, but here's my reasoning behind that. I'll go ahead and give my reasoning.
Okay.
Because I took this as like if you were given these abilities, I think that would be the easiest to adapt to and like to use, right? The quickest, you know, because of course I'm a technology guy, so it makes sense. But if all of a sudden I could fly, I was like, how in the world would do that? Fly into stuff all the time and crash and die or something. I don't know.
To me, with Batman's suit and technology, I think you also have to have Batman's money behind that.
Yeah.
Well, he just gave it to you. I don't know.
He just gave it to you.
I don't know. I just thought it was a cool answer, I guess.
It's a cool stuff. I
just
keep thinking like things breaking down.
Yeah, be like, oh well,
it just was.
I ran out of batarangs again.
But all those vehicles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So, which version of Batman stuff would you want? Would you want like Nolan's or Affleck's
probably some alien
or Adam West or
Adam West, definitely.
No,
Shark
probably Christian Bale. Yeah, he's got the coolest stuff, I think. So
he's got some good toys.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys think I would pick?
Darth Vader's farts.
You already asked.
Darth Vader's force.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we know what Katrin. Oh, go ahead, Katrin. Go ahead. What do you think I would pick?
Go ahead. No,
No.
I have no idea. I know what you said earlier, but you didn't say what you picked. But you said that what would make it the easiest for you to get to.
Yeah.
Disney
So my reasoning behind it was like, okay, how could I get to Disney? Which power would take me to Disney World the easiest?
So I was thinking Superman is what I was guessing, but yeah.
That's sad that's my what could save the world, but how can I get to Disney? Which power would work for me? Okay, so we know Katrin would pick Batman. Chris, what would you actually pick?
I would pick Flash's speed.
Oh, Flash's speed.
Wow.
Because it's not just running. It's like you can get so much done in a day.
Yeah.
With his powers, you're always running out of time doing stuff, and it's just you can get so much done. And it's not just like his in the comics and everything. It's not just his body. It's also his mind. His mind works super fast with his speed. So you could read a book and figure something out really quickly, and then work it. So there's so many things you could do with the speed. So
he does that in the show too. He figures out those things and reads. Yeah,
and he heals faster because
he heals faster.
Yeah,
he can vibrate through things. He can, if he's falling, he can stop himself from falling by twirling his arms really quickly. You get to eat a lot, and it doesn't
go through things, right?
Yeah,
phase through
stuff.
Well, I picked Green Lantern's ring. That's the one I picked because you could pretty much do almost all the other ones with it,
except if it's yellow.
Yeah.
You can't like bananas. You can't do anything with a banana. You still have to peel your own banana.
But I could fly. I could go to space, which I thought was cool. I could make a huge mallet if I want to.
Mullet?
Mallet. He does that in the old cartoons. Yeah. I could get places fast with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I could go to Disney, and if anybody mess with me at Disney, then hey.
You'd have a really cool ring too.
Yeah.
You gotta have that willpower. You gotta have enough willpower to get it working.
Oh, I've got it. Trust me, I've got enough willpower to get to Disney with the magic ring.
It's the only thing you can do. It's the only thing you have enough willpower for.
That's fine. I'll be like, going to Disney today. I'll be back. And then I would be there, and I'd be like, this is wonderful. Then I'd come back.
You would be making some weird stuff with that ring.
I know. Just think about it. I could fly to Disney on my own green Dumbo. It'd be like, I think I'll fly on Dumbo today. Magic ring.
I'm picturing Star-Lord in Guardians 2, where he learns he can do all kinds of things with the powers from the planet Ego.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to make some weird stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Or right in the thing. Like, that's you. Like,
That's
I'm pretty
me.
sure that's you, Green Lantern's ring.
Oh, that would be so awesome. I want it. Some of our other followers on Twitter, your wife said that she would pick Superman's flying, but the lasso could be fun.
And I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah. Does she want to tie you up? Is that I don't understand.
That or she's going to realize that I'm lying to her all the time.
Oh, then Josh Shelton said Flash's speed. And then Bryn Wolf, our number one fan. She's the best. She's the best. Picked Green Lantern's ring. She said, I'd choose Thor's hammer, but what if I wasn't worthy? Nice paperweight that I can't even lift. That's a
good thought. I think she'd be worthy, though.
Yeah.
She listens to us.
She listens to us. Yeah.
She puts up. Yeah.
Green Lantern's ring. That would be my top one.
Good one.
Again.
Yeah.
Well, at least we all didn't pick the same thing.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So now, hopefully, this will come true and actually happen.
Yeah, I think so. That's the spirit.
That's the spirit. We're going to
now
Disney.
they are building or talking about building some kind of a transportation system between like DC and LA that gets you there in like 30 minutes or something crazy like that, where it's like this pneumatic system that shoots you across. I don't think I want to do that though. That's a long ways to go really fast.
Yeah.
It doesn't interest me.
And it doesn't get me to Orlando. So
But if they can do it that way, they can do it this way. Come on. Jeez. Think with me here. Come on.
If you picked Darth Vader's farts, I think you could have got that power.
Darth Vader's farts. Was that the title? Or?
Ooh, that's a good title.
Good title. Darth Vader's farts.
That or what's the other one?
Tailypo.
Darth Vader's Tailypo.
Yes.
Wow. Half your work's done for the night, Ryan.
Yeah.
You're done.
Darth Vader's Tailypo. People are going to be like, what in the world? I thought this was a family show. Oh, man. Well, we are over an hour. We've an hour and 5 minutes. We didn't even get to talk about Cable. Picture of Cable.
We talked about... Okay.
Not that
No,
Cable.
not that Cable.
Cable from Deadpool. A picture was
Cable.
released of Josh Brolin's Cable, and it looks pretty awesome.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. He has a teddy bear on his hip. That's a questionable thing. We can talk about that sometime.
Ooh.
I got some theories on that. But it looks cool. Not as futuristic as I thought he would, but he still looks cool.
He's got the metal arm, and he's got the eye.
And he's got the metal arm, which technically is in the comics will be interesting to do if they do it. It's a techno-organic virus. It's not a robotic arm. It's a virus that's taking over his body, and he's using his telekinesis to keep it under control.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we didn't get to talk about, but
well, and next week we should be able to talk about Defenders, right? Isn't that?
Yes, that starts
before we meet Tuesday, right?
Unless Disney steals it and says we're shelving this until we get our own service. Yeah, Defenders coming out. Great movie ride has its last ride this weekend, I think, which is the last original ride for Disney's studios, Hollywood Studios. It'll all be different after that.
It's so crazy because we were talking about our next trip to Disney World and how I wanted to have my son ride it because he's never ridden it before, and that and Energy, Universe of Energy, and then the next day they announced that they were closing it. I was like, what luck is that? That's ridiculous. I'm not going to say anything else. It's like, we need to ride. Make sure we go to Spaceship Earth, which that could.
What'd you do? You just jinxed it.
Yeah, great.
It might. Well, Siemens didn't re-sign with them, so who knows what's going to happen with it. So.
But last time we were at Hollywood Studios, Jennifer said, "Hey, let's go ride movie ride." I'm like, they just updated that. It's going to be around for a while. Let's go do something else. And then, of course, now it's gone.
Your wife.
Gosh. I am excited about what's going to be in there. I mean,
yes. Oh, yeah. It's going to be great. It's going to be better, but
better.
My old supervisor, my very first animation supervisor, is working on that.
Oh.
The Mickey cartoon thing that they're putting in there.
Can he hook us up with some behind the scenes stuff?
No.
What if we put him on the podcast? Would he?
Ooh.
Oh, well, then he'll just, I'm sure he listens every week.
Hopefully, we do have some guests coming up. Hopefully, Jared Corlinger will be on here, maybe.
Yeah. He's on vacation right now. I did speak to him this week. He's vacating. That's a word.
Yeah.
He's gone, but we're going to discuss when he gets back.
Cool.
His time.
And then our buddy Michael Davis maybe he'll be back on next week. Maybe. I'm not sure. He may be on sometime soon.
Wow.
I don't know.
I can't be here next week.
What? You can't be there? Oh. Got another cruise to go on?
Well, it's just if he's showing up, I don't want to be here.
Hopefully I'll be here next week. Hopefully.
What?
Yeah. No, I should be fine.
Going?
We got a baby. We got a baby coming soon. So.
Just live podcast from the.
There we go.
Record it.
I'm sure my wife won't mind.
Facebook Live, right there.
Should start cussing.
I told her I was going to Facebook Live it. She's like, "No, you will not." And I'm like, "What are you going to do about it? You're going to." Oh man. Anyways, so the in-laws are coming in next Thursday. So it should be fun times.
Wow.
Yeah. So soon, September 1st is the due date, but we're thinking we're thinking. Well, next week we have a. I'm sure our listeners really care about this. A procedure because the baby's breached right now, so they have to try to turn the baby. And if they turn the baby, it could from the outside, which is really weird. It could put her into labor, so the baby could come early. So I don't know. We'll see.
The word breached was that.
Yes, I know.
Makes me uncomfortable.
Let me tell you. We're going long today, but my wife is. We're trying to get this baby to turn, and she's tried everything. She's doing this weird ancient Chinese secret thing, and it is so weird, and I just don't know what's going on. But yeah, ancient Chinese secret. But she's like, it's got an 85% effectiveness, and I'm like, it's weird. I'm not even going to tell. I mean, it's like she takes this weird herbs and like lights them and puts them at her feet. I don't know. Anyways, it's strange.
Marijuana.
The thing, no, it's what it smells like, but it's not.
Sure, it is.
It is not. I promise.
Just trying to relax that baby.
That's horrible. No, we would never do anything like that. Anyway,
moonshine, that'll turn it. Moonshine.
Oh, well, this took a turn, but it's been a fun day. It's
like the baby, but boom.
Yeah.
Unlike the.
This has been a fun episode. So
they're all fun.
What are you all fun. Yeah, okay, they're all fun. But if you're listening, please share, please like, please comment, please give us a rating on iTunes. It really helps out. Check out our Spreadshirt. So from last week, it is shop.spreadshirt.com/I Am Geek, and that will take you to our Spreadshirt shop where you can get a I Am Geek logo T-shirt and a Save the Space Dolphins T-shirt, and maybe there'll be some more coming out. Maybe there'll be a Darth Vader Tailypo or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We want to have some fun T-shirts on there for you guys to buy. I think there is a deal that either is running right now that's 20% off, or there is going to be a deal where free shipping is coming up, so you can get free shipping on all orders. There's
always a deal, I think, for at least 15% off if you're a new customer. So if you've never ordered from Spreadshirt, then I think you automatically get like 15% off. So
and remember, when you go on the page, if it says $24.95 for the T-shirt, that is not the price you have to pay. If you scroll down, you can get a regular T-shirt, not a premium, for a lot cheaper. So just make sure you click on the regular T-shirt if you want a cheaper one. But for Chris Catron, for Chris Street, and for me, Ryan Street, this has been I Am Geek, and thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye. Tailypo, Tailypo, Tailypo.